What is up, everybody who might be watching this later? Session number 14. Hard to believe it's been 14. Who is going to come in and talk about baseball cards tonight? That is always the question. Who's going to be first? It's always rough being the first one. Just going on eBay looking at cards. Have a little bit of free time for the first time in a while, so figured it'd be a good way to spend it. You had a feeling, huh? It happened. How are you, Matthew? How are you, Jesse? Taking a look at some Richie Ashburn cards at the moment. Some autographs. Hey, Mike. Welcome. Just looking around on eBay. Thought I would pop on and see if anybody wants to talk about cards or YouTube or baseball or anything related. Started thinking about Christmas. Not that it's around the corner or anything, but I was thinking about Christmas presents and my nephew, and I'm very slowly but surely thinking of cards to get for him to build up a Phillies collection. And I think I want to get him an autographed Richie Ashburn card. So I've just been looking around. That is a really sweet card. Any of you guys have sons or daughters, nieces or nephews where you're trying to slowly coax them into the hobby? It's kind of fun. I'm a big fan of this card in general. It's on my list eventually to pick up. Cool. Yeah, we're just. I mean, it's not necessarily 50 Bowman, but I do like 50 Bowman. Yeah, Jesse, how's that going? I think isn't your son into Pokemon? Are they also into baseball? Not a card, but pretty cool nonetheless. And Richie Ashburn is always sure to choke up on the bat. Here's a 55 Bowman. Hey, congratulations, Jake. No doubt your son is soon going to be exposed to a lot of baseball. Trying to get him back into baseball. What happened? He was into it and something threw him off. They could care less about cards. Are they just not into modern cards, or I wonder if a lot of it when you're a kid is just that if you don't have friends that are collecting, you're less likely to collect. I definitely know that I started getting into collecting as a kid because kids in my neighborhood also got into it. So there was a kind of a friendly competition about it, and obviously somebody to trade with, and your friends were doing it, so you were more into it. So I wonder if that has something to do with it nowadays. He keeps trying to take my Trout or Ohtani cards. Yeah. Well, he's a smart kid then, so he'll come around. Cool, man. That's a good way to do it. What's up, Brian? Oh, okay. So Pokemon stole him from baseball. Well, I think that's a pretty common story. Yeah, there you go. None of their friends collect. I bet you, if a few of their friends collected, they would probably jump on board. It's the kind of hobby where, I mean, we say that all the time, right? Even as adults, like half the time in a YouTube video, someone's like, and I know I've said this a lot, this would not nearly be as fun as it is if I didn't have somebody to share it with. So it's got to be the same for kids. If other kids aren't into it, they're not interested. See kids in my LCS quite often, but I don't know any kids that collect personally. Well, first of all, it's awesome that you have an LCS. But yeah, I mean, my impression of, like, I didn't get to go to the national, but man, I saw so many kids just in the videos that I watched walking around. There's a ton of kids in the hobby now from the looks of it. Right, and I guess that's probably it. They're more into basketball. Oh, they're in high school. Okay, well then, yeah, I think most people stop in high school, right? There's other stuff going on when you're in high school. Hey, Dean, I just got finished watching your pickup video, which was awesome. Dean got a bunch of 50 and 51 Bowman cards, which are always entertaining to look at. I don't know why I'm not trying to push this 55 Bowman Richie Ashburn or anything. I just stopped surfing. I'm going through all these comments. Let's see. That's cool. There are kids at your LCS. That's so great. Great to hear. I'm a rarity. I started collecting when I was 9, and I've never stopped. Not in high school, not in college. I'm married now. Now a kid. Right. You weathered the storm, Jake. Most of us have one reason or another why we stop. Having you on in the background while I'm doing a live sale, so only listening for now. Well, you are quite the multitasker, sir, doing a live sale. All right, take care, man. Well, since somebody mentioned 1950 Bowman, let's just go randomly look at some 1950 Bowmans. Who's got a favorite 1950 Bowman? Preferably not like a a huge card, or not a card that everybody knows, but maybe more of an obscure one. Or just one that you're really fond of. 1950 Bowman Newcomb. Oh, Yogi Berra, yeah. I know which one you guys are talking about. This is a nice one too. There are, I think there are a number of examples of this sort of portrait style in this set, and I really like the sort of spotlight in the backdrop there kind of falls off into shadow. It's a really cool effect. And the light on his shoulders here, it's great. I mean, Bowman really had their act together. 1950 Bowman, Berra. Yeah, no doubt. This is a cool card. You know what's kind of funny about this Yogi Berra card? I never really thought about it, but look at the background. Like, it does not look like. I mean, first of all, it doesn't look like Yankee Stadium, right? We can all agree to that, and we can assume it's spring training or something, right? But honestly, it looks like Yogi Berra is just in some random park somewhere. Like, it looks like there's like maybe some cars parked back here, and here's like a couple walking in the park, and here's some other people. It's like Yogi just stopped to, like do a little pickup baseball in some park somewhere. Yeah. Del Crandall. Cool, another catcher card. Yeah, everybody loves the catcher cards, right? Give you like a sense of the era with the equipment and everything. Yes, the Bob Feller is on my list. 1950 Bowman, Bob Feller. He's like warming up. I feel like he's warming up off to the side, yeah. Right by the dugout. Perhaps has a rosin bag there. Yeah, that's really great. John Kerr. Yeah, did you just get this one, Dean? I feel like I saw this one in your pile. Yeah, that's really cool. Also feels really kind of spring training-ish. What's up, John? Or Don, sorry. Huh, I was thinking of gentlemen. No gentlemen in here. No gentlemen. Any others, guys? Just kind of look through. Let's see here. That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've really noticed this one before. Oops. This is Merino Puretti with the lights on. That's pretty cool. The Gus Zernial in this set is really a great one too. I just love, you can tell what time of day it is with the sun overhead, ballpark in the background. Just great. I am a big fan of this Rizzuto too. Always love cards with guys trying to leap to make a play. Yes, there's just a lot to take in sometimes. You know, sometimes the backgrounds are pretty straightforward, solid colors or whatever, but there's a lot of stuff to dissect in some of these cards. I mean, check out these guys back here. They're all quietly judging Rizzuto's leap here. There's Bobby Thompson. I think my favorite Bobby Thompson is, I believe it's 51. Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of them. Here's one. There's not a lot of these on eBay right now, but I like this one with the flag in the background and definitely the curve of the polo grounds. Yeah, Don, there's so much to enjoy when it comes to these cards. Just there's a lot to dig into. 52 Bowman Yogi. Yogi's got some great cards. I only have the 53 Bowman Berra. I need to get some more Yogis. I have a couple on my list. Yeah, that's a nice card. I mean, that's just sort of classic Berra. I like his 49 Bowman. It's just a great simple pose, simple shot. And his 52 tops. This card always makes me laugh. I like it, but he's kind of looks a little like he's grumbling or menacing. I don't know. There's something funny about this card to me. $19.50 Kiner. as in Ralph. Yep. Yes, great smile. What are some of your guys' favorite 1952 Topps cards? I do not have a single 52 Topps card in my collection. I have some like bookmarked that I'd like to go after. But what are some of the cards that you guys are fond of from that set? The Minoso, yes. Well, a good buddy of ours just got one from this gentleman. I was really happy for him too because that's a card that means a lot to him. And who knows if he'll ever make a video about it. But through text, I know he got the card, so I was really happy for him. And yes, that Minoso is a great card. 52 Jackie, come on guys, like cards that are actually attainable. Not cards that we can just stare at and wish we had. Hey Billy, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm sure he said he would, but who knows if that's actually going to happen. Yes, the 52 Feller, that's on my list. 1952. Bob Feller has lots of really great cards. He just does. Well, I kind of feel like I did. Seems like Barrelets gets left behind quite a bit in the hobby. Yeah, I agree. Barrett he's a guy that everybody appreciates and everybody likes his cards, but he doesn't get much love in terms of the pricing. Gus Zernial. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it took me a second. Yeah, of course, Gus Zernial. This absolutely bizarre, one of the more bizarre moments in baseball card history. Is it even explained on the card? Levy, it's American League. I mean, I know what the reason is, but I'm just imagining like being a kid in 1952, pulling this card out of a pack and being like, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Doesn't Larry Doby have one in 52 Topps? Does he? Yeah. Not the most thrilling card. Bobby Morgan. Oh yeah. Yep. Let's see if I can find one that's not sideways. Yeah, I know some people don't like horizontal cards. I love horizontal cards. I mean, I get that horizontal cards are kind of a pain in terms of displaying and binders and stuff, but they're cool. Well, you guys are coming up with good ones. Johnny Mize, yeah, I've seen that one. Johnny Mize with his bats. This one has some rough registration. Nice with the Yankee facade, though. How you doing, Jim? Yeah, I forgot to type in tops. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this card, and I wish I were because I'm an Ashburn fan, but I think he's got better cards. Warren Spahn. This one this one actually kind of freaks me out. It's a little odd. There's something off-putting about it. Monty Irvin is a great card. Thanks for that, Gary. Yeah, this is an awesome card. Early win. Thanks to Rick. Welcome, Rick. Yeah, this one's kind of cool. This one and Sam Jethro. I mean, there might be some others, but that have this sort of interesting green backdrop. I mean, it just kind of works. Robin Roberts. Yeah. This set, I mean, it's iconic, right? The set, it's really eclectic too. I mean, the designs kind of go all over the place. You know, sometimes you have these sort of portraits with just a solid backdrop. You have these weird colors. You have these shots that are in the stadium. You have, I don't know, it's just kind of all over the place. Not in a bad way. Well, that was cool. Definitely need to pick up some 52s at some point. What else is on people's lists these days? How about does Pee Wee Reese have a 52? I think he does. Or you mean 52 tops? Yeah, it's kind of one of the portrait ones. How about 1960 tops? What 1960 tops cards are you guys into? Like if you had to pick your favorite ones. McCovey, yeah, of course. Of course, Rick. How are those Giants doing? Clemente, 60. Dude, we're just looking at baseball cards. What else would we be doing? What do you know? Some Dodgers and Giants fans complaining and fighting in this live session. It's almost like a guarantee at this point. It's not a card room live session without some Dodger Giants spats. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in here if anybody decides they want to pop on for a little bit. What other 1960 Topps cards, guys? There's got to be more than just Clemente and Covey. Yes, you're late. You just missed Jesse and, well, really, Jesse and Rick yelling at each other. Not really. Henry Aaron. I've heard of him. Wow, that card gets your attention, right? It's like, I got to click on that. Is he not in here as Henry Aaron? They don't acknowledge Henry Aaron for 1960 Topps, but hey, I mean, I obviously get why, but it's just funny. It's like, that's his name. Why doesn't it come up? Thanks for coming in, Mike. Jim Cat. With his floating head. Jim, where's the rest of your body? Hey, how you doing, Nina? Nina, you're totally violating the rule here. We're doing 1960 Topps, but because it's you, we're gonna go look at this card, and I'm happy to look at this card. This is definitely the Johnny Bench card that I want to get. I don't think I have any 60s cards yet, but when the time comes, this will be one of them. This is an awesome card. Yeah, fantastic card. Frank, yes. Frank Robinson. Whoops, I can spell. Yes. You know what? I think I was looking at this card a while ago. Let's see if I can find a better one, because it looks like that one's all scuffed up. Yes, this is a cool card. I'm glad, Billy, I'm glad you said this. I remember looking at this card and I had it on my list. I like this card because, I mean, 60 Tops has a great design, but one of the things that kind of bothers me about 60 Tops sometimes is that both the color picture and the black and white on the side are pretty much the same thing. But I like this one because it's like Frank is fielding, and it's also a portrait of him. So it's got a little bit of variety in it. I like this card a lot. Don, do you have to explain? Do you need to come on StreamYard and explain the urinal business that you're involved with, apparently? Stan Musial, let's see. I know I've seen that one before as well. Oops. It'll come up. Yes. Yeah, see, that's a great one too. And Musial has this sort of like, I guess he's smiling. He looks like he's in the middle of saying something. But he's got this big smile over here. That's a nice one. Jake, why 65 or 67? 1965 Tops. Yeah, I like that design for sure. That's the one that Tony is working on right now. Is that so? Cool, man. Well, I'm glad to know that. Your opinion on it. I mean, I've got some 60s cards on my list. I've been in the 50s so long I can't get out of it. 65 is my favorite from that decade. Okay. Yeah. Rick found a disc in the urinal that said Don on it. Got it. Cool. 67, but 65 is a second. Okay. All right, so you guys are all voting for 65. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice shot of Frank, too. I forget which ones I have. On my list from 65. I have a few. Oh, I think this is my favorite Pete Rose card. I mean, the color and the pose and just the red and the baby blue and the yellow and the red and everything just goes really nicely together. I like this card a lot. And another sort of not a card that comes up a lot necessarily in people's minds, but this card, Richie Allen, Dick Allen. This is a cool card too. $61 is the worst set. Let's see. It's not coming to mind right away. I agree with the hatless cards. Definitely not a fan of the hatless cards. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to look that up, Jake. I'm not going to put that on the screen. I know exactly, and I think everybody in here knows exactly which card you're talking about. Hatless cards are terrible in any set. Yes, it's like, what am I looking at? I'm just looking at some guy. It's a piece of cardboard of some guy, right? He doesn't have a baseball cap on. Who is he? He's nobody. Why am I looking at it? 69 is Gary's least favorite. Let's see. Yeah, 69 is kind of like, it's not terrible, but it's not like real memorable. There's nothing real great about it. That's for sure. $1976. Guys, we're going to blow through all the decades in one night. Here's Johnny Bench wandering into a Western. He just needs a holster and a gun, and he's set. Absolutely, Nina. I'd love to have you come chat when you're ready. Do it. Anybody else as well? I'll put the link down below. Sorry, Don, I missed the 1964. Yes, and I have a couple of cards from the set on my radar. Yeah, it just came to me as I was looking. I was like, that's a lot of dust. I've been watching a lot of Westerns lately, so I don't know. Must have been that. I really like this this Hank Aaron card. For some reason, it's I guess it's maybe a little odd because of the green, but for some reason it really works for me. I just like it. But I'm sorry, we're supposed to be in the 70s. 1973 and 1971. Oh yeah, of course. The Black Beauties. Oh no, not the Black Beauties. Kind of a mismatch there. And what was the other one? 73? Yeah. There's another. I mean, Bench had so many great cards. '72 Carew. Yes. Wow, I never noticed. I did not know this, Don. This is great. This is awesome. Little bit of putt going on back here. '71 and '73 had some really amazing action shots, much better than the inaction cards of '72. All right, we're gonna take a break from looking at cards. Got a guest. Hey, Nina.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Hold on a second. I got two. How come there we go.
Got some echo going on?
Yeah. I'm good. Hold on a second. I got two. How come there we go.
Got some echo going on?
Well, I've got you in StreamYard and YouTube. What do I want to be in? Just StreamYard?
Just StreamYard, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just StreamYard. Okay. Hi.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh. I wanted to make a video about this, but I haven't got my act together. So I'm like, these are my friends. I'm going to tell them the story tonight. So,
oh man, so we have a live story. Great. Much better than
me and my stupid stories. So I think all of you will relate. I am 64 years old. So my first set of cards was you won't relate to being 64, but my first set of cards was 1970. And I knew I had some 70s. The bulk of my cards were 1971, all tops. And in the 80s, sometime my parents said to me, hey, we have these cards of yours. Do you want them back? I was like, holy cow, sure. I'm like, you still have them? My dad's like, yeah, I've been keeping them for you. So they gave them to me. I took them. Now I have moved probably 6 times, different houses, different cities since the 80s. In my last move, those cards disappeared. And I'm like, holy cow, how can I have lost these cards? They've been going with me for the last, 30 years. So fast forward to about a week ago, and I'm sure some of you are experiencing all this crazy weather we're having right now. And this little section of my basement started to flood. Not bad, but getting some dampness and some water. So after it dried up, I'm like, I gotta get this stuff out of here. And I lifted this whole big stack of all these stupid Christmas ornaments that I've been collecting. I'm like, well, what's this little box down here? And I opened the box, and inside the box is notebooks. Now, I'm a big notebook freak. You never know when you might need a good 3-ring binder. So I thought it was just a bunch of binders. And I lift open the first binder, and it is stacked full of baseball cards. But they weren't the 70, 71s. They were some 80s version. I mean, it was a notebook this thick of, wasted cardboard. And then I'm like, well, what else is in here? I start pulling them out. And the second binder to the bottom, I find this skinny little binder. And in this skinny little binder, I find my 1970 and my 1971 Topps cards.
Oh, wow.
These boys are from my childhood.
They look fantastic.
They are in great shape. Now, I think I reholdered them in the 80s. These pages don't look that old. I don't even know when they had pages this nice. And the notebook's a little beat up, but so then obviously the next question is, do I have anything really cool in here? Well, 71 wasn't the best rookie card year. I do have a Burt Bly 11. I do have a Davey Concepcion. I have most of the Reds because I was a huge Reds fan back then.
Sure.
But I do have the classic Thurman Munson as a catcher throwing out, and you all know who he threw out. I can't remember off the top of my head. So let me see. I think I can find it real quick. The 71s, I don't really have that many cards, but they're my cards. And
right.
Here's the Munson. Oh, sorry. I should take it out of the binder. I'm like so excited. Where is it?
There you go. There he is. Awesome. Wow.
Well, finally, I got a card in here for Dawn too. Hold on, Dawn. I probably have one for Rick too. I also collected these because I ate a lot of cereal as a kid. Well, I'm not seeing it right now. Somewhere I have a Willie Stargell 3D card.
Oh, nice.
So that's my big story.
That's amazing. And you know what? Like you said, they're your cards. Like you might see those cards, anywhere else, but the fact that that those were your cards when you were a kid and you held them and you still have them after all these years, that's amazing.
It's just so freaky. And, my mom's 91. A lot of the memories are gone, but I was like, who started me with baseball cards? She's like, I don't know. Your dad probably bought you a pack or something, but somebody bought me a lot of cards. I don't remember actually going out and buying these myself. But yes, and to this day, I love the 70, 71 designs. I think the simplicity of them is beautiful. And I know that the 71s are a real bugger to grade because of the black border, but
yeah,
I was very excited to.
The ones in that binder look pretty nice. So
yeah. So cool. I was like, oh, Alex is on. I got to tell my story. So thank you all for.
That's amazing. Thanks so much. Yeah, for sure.
Right, well, we'll get back to the cards and hope we make it a video soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Nina.
See you guys later. Bye.
So cool. Yeah, it is. It is, man. I mean, how often do you get to rediscover your childhood baseball cards? It's pretty amazing. Well, shit, I don't have anything good after that. That's probably a good note to end on. Been going around just about under an hour here. Probably do this again, maybe tomorrow night too, if anybody's up for it. I have a little bit of free time, a little bit more than I normally do right now. So try to do this again. But thanks for popping in, Nina, and thanks to all you guys for hopping in here. So we'll do it again tomorrow. Have a good night.